Welcome to the Adventure Corner of LEGO Horizon Adventures. This is written by Nix, read by Spearumbress, and the video is edited by Airfrog. Did anyone have Legos and Horizon crossed over on their bingo cards? I sure didn't. When I saw the announcement, and I instantly jumped for joy because I love Horizon series and was surprised when LEGO Horizon Adventures was announced. Horizon never seemed like a kid-friendly property to me. But with the toyetic monster design, it's not surprising that LEGO has made actual Horizon LEGO kits, such as Sawtooth, Shellwalker, and even the Tall Neck. Truthfully, who doesn't love LEGO? There's a reason why this toy line is so iconic, and merging it with Horizon is definitely an interesting choice. LEGO Horizon Adventure is a Cole's Note version of Horizon Zero Dawn, offering a simplified version of the event in the first game. The version sees Aloy traveling around the area near the town of Mother Heart, fighting off LEGO Robo-Dinos and attempting to stop a sun cult from accelerating global warming onto a planet that is already environmentally in rough shape. Since the target audience is children, the game tends to take a much more humorous and corny approach to some of the original game's more serious matters, such as a comedic twist to tragedy or turning the main villain into a mustache-twirling caricature. The story is also helped by the fact that a lot of the story is told through a narrator, having a certain spoiler characters by the narrator and allowing them to interject during key story moments add a lot of personality to the game and its story. The dialogue thoroughly understands the audience it's geared towards, and it helped that the majority of the voice cast is reprising their character from this kid-friendly installment. The cast has a lot of fun recording the dialogue, and with the simplification of Horizon's story, there is a good balance of seriousness and playfulness. One of the main changes, of course, is Team Rust taking on the role of Silence due to Lance Reddick dead in 2023. Team Rust does a fantastic job of jumping into the role, playing up the more fuddy-duddy elements of Celine's stoic characters. The portrayal of the cast is fun, silly, and surprisingly accessible for adults and children alike. The appeal of the LEGO games comes from their simplicity. The Horizon Adventure players will work through 5 different and distinctive zones, each with one large goal to complete, such as rescuing villagers, and smaller goals such as straddling a tall neck. Regardless of the area, Aloy and her companion will fight LEGO-fied version of Zero Dawn's enemies. To deal the most damage, Aloy and her companions must hit foes in specific weak spots, which can be located by using a character focus, a device that scans the enemy's type. There are also special gadgets that can be collected during each level, some specific to whichever character is in use, such as a spreader bow for Aloy, and some that everyone can use, such as the brick separator that is super overpowered. Gadgets can absolutely turn the tide in a tough battle, and sometimes it's just fun to summon a hot dog man who throws bombs. As levels are completed, the player is rewarded with a gold brick, which allow them all kind of unique boons. While the combat does its best attempt at being a kid-friendly version of Zero Dawn system, it's a bit too simplified. And given the game target audience, the game isn't very hard either. LEGO Horizon Adventure does offer multiple difficulty levels for those who want to adjust to the challenge. But even on normal, the game is still very easy. The game is truly at its best when played with a friend, either through local or online co-op, as having the character be able to banter back and forth add to the overall experience and make encounters much more enjoyable. Every level has a decent amount of secret and item to build in the background, and earning stud The game currency is plentiful. One of the main draw in Horizon Adventure is players are tasked with rebuilding Mother's art. As levels are completed or player acquire enough studs, they can rebuild areas, as well as buy new clothing and decoration to make Mother Art their own. And I played through with a friend, everything was decorated in Mother Art to be hot dog theme, simply because it was funny. There's also a community of built-in board where Aloy and friend can take on different tasks to earn more gold bricks, which can unlock new plot of land that can be built on. Some of the tasks are simple combat requests, such as defeating a certain number of enemies, and other could be sometimes silly, such as building a rocket ship and launching a random Lego NPC into space. It's dumb fun at its finest. Lego Horizon Adventure is not a long game. With a complete playthrough clocking in around 10 hours, and there are additional Apex missions that can be completed after a zone is cleared. These Apex missions are for those who want more of a challenge. And for the most part, they live up to their difficulty compared to the base game. Usually, the game is gorgeous looking, and it's amazing to see Horizon rendered into a Lego-fied world, brick by brick. There's a lot more color in this version of the world, making it visually appealing to the eye. The downside is that the areas are a bit on the small side, and there are parts in each of the level where it is easy to get caught in the environments, and some of the platforming is rough. At the end of the day, Studio Gobo and Guerrilla's Games took an interesting risk in making Horizon Zero Dawn accessible to a younger audience. The game is cute and charming, and seeing these wonderful properties in all its Lego glory make for a fun experience. It's a great co-op game and has the perfect runtime without outstaying its welcome. Even with some of its fault, I love and enjoy my time with Lego Horizon Adventure because it was fun to revisit this world and see it in a completely different way. While it's not perfect or even challenging experience, the game succeeds at crafting a building block of fun for both adult and kid alike.